13 team, guys have left, guys are coming in, there'll be guys here in the summer, so it's really just finding an identity. We had our identity last year, and that was fine. We had a lot of success, but this year is this year, and so to not, harp and focus on the past and just move forward and build from the ground up, because you're starting with, new guys and new spots and all that kind of stuff.
Can you get an identity in the spring?
Absolutely, yeah. This is, the coaches have said this is where you find your identity, of a team, and the way we come to work, the way we practice, the way we prepare. So it's really starting to show, now that we're getting into the meat of spring practice. So we definitely, through winter workouts and spring and so that's when you really, come together and find your identity as a team.
With Jared, you mentioned he's been kind of a leader. How has that manifested itself in the last few weeks?
Well, Jared's always been a leader from the very beginning. Whether he's on the field or not, he's loud. He works. He has a motor that doesn't stop. So it's just and he's very fundamentally and he's on his assignments all the time. So when you have a middle linebacker who's on his business at all times and he's going to give you everything, it makes everybody a lot more comfortable when you have someone like that in the middle.
So it didn't matter that he wasn't seeing the field as much his first couple of years.
No, not at all. Jared's always he's one of the most positive people on the team. Always supporting everybody else, always encouraging. And that's what you need in a middle linebacker at any level. And so to have Jared, he knows, the past couple of years his role wasn't, necessarily being on the field all the time, but you can still, feel his presence and, hear him out there all the time. So he's definitely a huge asset to have.
I know you guys all have set roles in this scheme, but how much chemistry do you need with the other guy at the other safety position to kind of know where he's going to be and know how he plays?
You have to be on the same page every play, every snap, before every snap. So it's really just building the communication with each other, and the way you do that is just getting reps with each other, basically. So to look at each other every play, if it's as simple as that, or just making sure that you're on the same page before the ball snap.
And with Zeke leaving, has it been harder to build that with other guys, with a couple other guys getting looks in that position?
It was an adjustment at first, just because I was used to being lined up beside Zeke, and other guys were used to people being in certain places. But like I said, that's last year, and we're focusing on this year, so it's building that bond and that clear line of communication with Elijah or whoever it may be at the other safety spot.